Welcome to Sports News. The Nigerian Football Federation has confirmed it will support the candidacy of ex-international Segun Odegbami for next year's FIFA presidential elections in Zurich. The federation had in September laid out strict rules for intending candidates in the country, but appears to have soft-pedaled on the choice of Odegbami for the February election. FIFA has given all intending candidates up till October the 26th to confirm their nominations. And on the field of play, under-23 team head coach Samson Siasia has invited 51 players to camp in preparation for the Africa Under-23 Cup of Nations holding in Senegal. The list is made up of 35 home-based players and 16 foreign-based players. The tournament, which kicks off from November the 28th till December the 12th, will serve as qualifier for the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. In tennis, Spanish top seed David Ferrer earlier today beat 8th seed Fabio Fognini of Italy 6-4, 6-2 to reach the semi-finals of the Vienna Open. Steve Johnson of the USA knocked out 2nd seed Kevin Anderson of South Africa 5-7, 7-6, 6-4. Johnson will meet Ernest Gulbis of Latvia, who defeated 7th seed Ivo Karlovic of Croatia 7-6, 7-6. In the semis, Ferrer will face French 6th seed Gael Monfils, who edged out Lucas Rossell 6-7, 6-3, 6-3.
Spiel und erster Satz Tennis.
That's it on Sports News. Back to Ijoma with the rest of the news at 10.
What started out as a peaceful protest turned violent in Pretoria today when restless students waited in vain for President Jacob Zuma to address them. The president had met with student representatives as well as the university's management, and the outcome of that meeting was relayed to the nation via television after the podium on which he would have addressed them was pelted with sticks and stones. The major outcome of the meeting was the acceptance of a 0% hike in university school fees for 2016. And on entertainment news tonight, singer Wande Cole says no bad blood between him and former boss Don Jazzy. Here's Mayowa Ogundele with the details.
Well, thank you very much. On entertainment news tonight, former Mohit and Maven singer Wande Cole has dispelled rumors that there is still a spillover of bad blood between him and his former record label acts. The singer, who had been on a media lockdown since moving away from Don Jazzy's Maven, said he still maintains cordial relationship with his former boss.
I'm just Don Jazzy, man. You know, when we're in the studio, it's funny. There's no beef, there's no meat, there's no steam. I don't know why people are just trying to create problems.
Few days after the Association of Movie Producers call on the federal government to institute the Nollywood Council as an apex regulatory body for Nigerian filmmakers, the Yoruba Film Producers and Marketers Associations have signed a memorandum to regulate the quality of film distributed under their network. The marketers and distributors have formed a body which will monitor the quality of films produced under its platform to ensure high standards in filmmaking.
The objective of this memorandum is just to, appreciate professionalism and drive away mediocrity.
4 years after the release of his debut album, Superson alternative singer Bez is set to release his sophomore album titled Baggy Child. The guitarist told Entertainment News on Channels Television via the phone that the album is so titled because he had to go back to his roots in Baggy Town for inspiration.
When I started recording the album, I wanted to do something different. So I traveled to my hometown, that's Karo in Nasarawa State, and I had some local drummers play, and we got inspired by some of the sounds that they played, and we actually merged some of the sounds that we got from the drummers some sounds that we recorded all over the world.
Music retiree LD has dropped a new track he calls It Ain't All Bad. Recorded over a soulful track, LD's verses share a bit of the last few years of his music career, as well as his decision to step away from the scene. However, LD says the song is for his true fans, but the gesture is not an attempt to return to mainstream music.
Built some equity in it, I'm thinking just let it burn, cause ain't no use in a venture that's brewing hate in my heart.
Those are the stories from me tonight. It's back to the main news.
Thanks a lot, Maiwa. And the main news again. Suicide bombers have struck again in the northeast, killing 22 people in Yola, Adamawa State, and Maiduguri in Borno State. Both suicide attacks targeted worshippers at mosques during the early morning prayers in Maiduguri and Jumat prayers in Yola. And the former head of state, General Yakubu Gowon, has described the issue of Biafra as finished and settled. General Gowon pointed out that those behind the pro-Biafra protests are youths who have no idea what the civil war cost to Nigerians. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks a lot for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Bunyato. Have a great weekend. Good night.